treat it like just another game, can you?
Well, I think first of all, this is why you come to a place like Alabama, is to play in big games like this. I think everybody on our team, wants games like this. We're all competitors and we're all excited about it. But that being said, I think from a preparation standpoint, if you try to prepare for it differently than you have any other game, then that's where you can get in trouble. I think the reason we do that is because, like I'm sure y'all have heard, every time we turn on the film after a game, it comes down to what we did and not what the other team did. And while we are playing a really talented opponent this week, we know that it's all going to come down to what we do, and so that's why we're just preparing for it the way we always have.
Barrett,
we all pay a lot of attention to Trent Richardson in particular. You got a lot of good players, but can you talk what it's like to have a guy like that behind you and some of the things beyond the obvious that he does that makes it special?
Yeah, everyone does pay a lot of attention to Trent. The skilled players do get all the love, I think. We need to divvy that out a little better in the future. I'm just kidding. No, Trent's a great player, but I think even more than that, he's a great leader, and he's done a really good job this year of stepping up. I think the first word that comes to mind when I think of Trent is a teammate. I think a lot of guys in this situation the past 2 years would have gotten frustrated just because of how talented he is and the fact that he probably would have been starting anywhere else. But he just waited his turn and was the ultimate teammate, and that's why I think everybody this year was so excited, for him to get his chance to be the guy. And obviously he's done a great job of that. And so I think what most people don't realize is how good of a teammate Trent is.
AJ week 1 versus AJ now, how is he different, and is he ready for a game like this?
I definitely think he's ready. I think the biggest thing that's changed, I think, is leadership. He's really become a lot more of a leader out there, and I think that's something that's really important to an offense, is to have a quarterback who can lead. And he's really matured a whole lot, and he really has been playing really poised and focused. And a few teams lately have been loading the box and making him throw the ball, and he's been throwing it really well. So we're really confident with AJ, and we're excited to see what he can do in a game like this.
Are you doing anything in particular to stay away from the hype?
What?
Are you doing anything in particular to stay away from the hype? I mean, we're just watching movies and stuff. Are you doing anything in particular to kind of get away from us?
Nothing in particular. Just carrying on the week as usual and watching a lot of film. So I guess that would be my way to stay away from the hype.
Talk about the challenge of going against the defensive front that goes about 8 deep.
Yeah, I think these guys, when you watch them on film, they're a team that plays for 4 quarters, and I think a big reason is because of their depth and because they really do. Take DN, for instance, which is obviously the position that I've studied more than anything, is they really have 4 starters at defensive end. 4 guys that play about an equal amount, which is a huge asset to a team to have that much depth, just because you can rotate fresh legs in there. So I definitely think their depth is one of their strengths, and it's definitely going to mean that it's probably going to be a 60-minute ball game.